David Muir, ABC's World News Tonight, America's most watched newscast. Now streaming same day with all the breaking news of the day on Disney+. Most watched, most trusted. Now on Disney+ every night.
Tonight there is breaking news just as we come on the air. There has been a deadly shooting on a college campus. The images coming in at this hour, police and federal agents racing to the scene. At least one student killed, another in critical condition. Also breaking tonight, the stunning images right here. For the first time, the police body camera video. Police moving in on the alleged CEO killer Luigi Mangione in that Pennsylvania McDonald's. This is the moment they approach him.
Yes, sir.
What he then says to the police. Tonight, the plane crash on I-95 smashing into a car. The images from the scene and what we know so far. The life-threatening cold and dangerous driving tonight from the middle of the country right into the Northeast next. Cars and trucks already off highways tonight. Ginger Z is here with the forecast. Tonight, President Trump speaking, defending his work on the economy, giving himself an A++. And a new poll tonight, what Americans are now saying about the prices at the grocery store. Tonight, growing pressure, even some Republicans now calling on the president and the Pentagon to release the video of that controversial second deadly strike on that alleged drug boat that killed 2 survivors. The president says he has seen it and what he's now saying. Tonight, just in, the new photo of a former Olympian, now an FBI fugitive tonight. The reward increased to $15 million. Tonight, the famous Grammy-nominated opera singer stabbed to death in his home, and the family member now under arrest. Where they have just banned social media for all children under the age of 16. This is making global headlines tonight. And our Made in America Christmas, we have heard from so many of you at home. Tonight, if you're looking for some heat, we've got the answer. Also, what we found behind this garage door.
Hi, David.
And you're not going to believe what our viewers have already done after last night's Made in America. This is good.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening. We begin tonight here with the breaking news. There has been a deadly shooting on a college campus, Kentucky State University. The gunman opening fire late today. The first images coming in tonight, authorities racing to the campus. At least one student shot and killed, another in critical condition at this hour. The school on lockdown. And tonight, what we know so far about the suspect. ABC's Matt Rivers leading us off.
A suspect is in custody tonight after police say a gunman opened fire on students, killing one and critically injuring another on the campus of Kentucky State University. The university, 55 miles east of Louisville, on lockdown. Police immediately racing to a nearby dorm around 3:35 p.m. after an incident with a, quote, active aggressor near the south side of the school. An official briefed on the situation, telling ABC News the shooting was caused by a personal dispute.
This was not a mass shooting or a random incident.
Today's shooting happening just days before final exams and winter break. And in a statement, the university says there is no ongoing threat to the community, still advising students to avoid parts of the South Campus.
David, the university reiterating this was not a random shooting. That remaining victim still in the hospital in critical but stable condition. David.
Matt Rivers leading us off with the breaking news tonight. Matt, thank you. Also developing at this hour for the first time, we are now seeing the police body camera video showing the moment that police moved in on alleged CEO killer Luigi Mangione, asking him to pull down his mask. And you'll see it. Here's our chief investigative correspondent, Katersky.
Tonight, exactly 1 year after his arrest, we're seeing for the first time the stunning body camera footage showing the moment police confront accused killer Luigi Mangione. Officers pulling up to an Altoona, Pennsylvania McDonald's after the manager called 911 about a customer who resembled the suspect wanted for the murder of a CEO in New York City. The officer first walks by to have a look at the man seated with his breakfast in the back corner, then doubles back to approach.
Yes, sir. There you go. Put your mask down real quick for me. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Officer Joseph Detweiler later testified, at that moment, I knew it was him immediately. The officer asking the young man's name.
What's your name? Mark. What is it? Mark. Mark? Yes, sir. Mark what? Rosario. Rosario? Someone called. They thought you were suspicious. Oh, I'm sorry. Is your ID on you? Yes, sir. Thanks.
Mangione allegedly hands over a fake New Jersey ID for a Mark Rosario.
I thought she looked like someone You okay to run somebody?
The officer then hands the ID to his partner to check the name and license number.
Player 6, 2729 out of New Jersey.
The body camera footage played at a hearing to decide what evidence will or won't be used against Mangione at trial. Today, the judge heard from an officer who escorted Mangione to and from court a year ago when he erupted.
Completely out of touch, and it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people. It's time to finish.
The officer described how Mangione looked at the crowd and said, "All these people here for a mass murderer. Wild." He added, "I was walking a little too fast for him and he stumbled. I apologized and said I forgot he was shackled. He said, 'It's okay. I'll have to get used to it.'" Police said they pulled this handwritten note from Mangione's backpack, mapping out what prosecutors called his possible escape routes, like Pittsburgh and nearby cities. On the flip side, a reminder to change hat, shoes, and pluck eyebrows. The McDonald's manager told 911 that's how customers recognized him.
The only thing you can see is his eyebrows.
That body camera footage released, David, after Mangione's arrest 1 year ago today. Now he's been seated here at court watching himself get questioned, searched, and handcuffed as his attorneys fight to keep key evidence seized from him that day thrown out. And this evidence suppression hearing is going to continue well into next week, David.
And you'll be following it for us, Aaron. Thanks. Now to the terrifying scene on I-95 east of Orlando. A small plane crashing onto the highway and right into a car. And remarkably, the driver and the people on the plane survived this. Here's Victor Oquendo from Florida tonight.
Tonight, the terrifying moment on I-95.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
A small plane crash landing on the busy Florida interstate, striking a car.
A plane just crashed onto a car on a highway.
According to the NTSB, the small twin-engine plane experienced a loss of power in both engines. The pilot forced to land east of Orlando during rush hour last night, crashing into a Toyota Camry. Emergency crews rushing to the site. Florida Highway Patrol saying the driver of the vehicle, a 57-year-old female from Melbourne, was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. The pilot and passenger on board the plane, both 27 years old, were not injured and remained on scene.
They look like they're okay. They're very lucky that they made it.
David, the plane had been in the air for over an hour as part of an instructional flight when it experienced that engine issue. The FAA and NTSB are investigating. David?
That is just stunning video. We're just glad everyone survived it, Victor. Thanks. Now to the life-threatening cold and dangerous driving tonight. A storm sweeping across the nation from the middle of the country right into the northeast next. Cars and trucks off highways this evening. Ginger Z has the forecast, and Alex Perez now with the images coming in here.
Tonight, deadly accidents as a powerful storm slams the northern plains and Midwest. The North Dakota Highway Patrol tracking multiple wrecks on Interstate 94. Body camera showing sheriff's deputies responding to one in Gladstone, North Dakota. Watch the left side of the screen as a car on the other side of the highway skids through the snow as a deputy runs back across the highway to the cruiser. East of there, on that same interstate in Waukesha, Wisconsin, authorities say the driver of this car that rear-ended this plow truck Monday was killed. In the Northeast, firefighters in New York City battling a massive apartment fire and the brutal cold on Manhattan's Upper West Side this morning.
As soon as the water leaves the hose line, it starts to freeze on the ground.
At least 3 residents and 1 firefighter were hurt. In the West, an atmospheric river is bringing up to a foot of rain to parts of Washington state. The Snoqualmie Falls raging, multiple rivers in the state already at major flood stage.
And David, here in Chicago, we've already gotten about 1.5 feet of snow so far this season, and now we're bracing for strong winds, more snow, and more bone-chilling temperatures. David?
It's still just early December. Alex Perez, thanks so much. Let's get right back to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z with us again tonight. Hi, Ginger.
Hi, David. About 10 to 15 degrees warmer tonight than when I saw you last night in this very same spot. But wow, that next storm is going to bring even more polar air. So let's dive in. There are a lot of colors on the map. In the Pacific Northwest, day 2 of 3 of the really heavy rains for Oregon and Washington state. Some places could still, with those flood watches, get 8 to 10 inches. Cheyenne, Wyoming clocked a 74-mile-per-hour wind gust. So all those wind warnings through South Dakota, North Dakota, into Minnesota and Iowa are a big deal tonight, because when you pair it with snow, That's why you have a winter storm warning from Grand Forks, North Dakota to Wausau, Wisconsin. You're going to move it through. I-94, I-35 tonight, going to be really difficult to get around. Milwaukee, it wraps around to Chicago and gets here, David, to the northeast by Wednesday. At the coast will remain rain, and then the big-time push of cold air again by this weekend.
Wednesday looks like a real challenge, Ginger. We'll see you then. Thank you. Tonight, President Trump speaking in Pennsylvania on the economy, giving himself an A++. Tonight, hear the new poll. 56% of Americans disapprove of the president's handling of the cost of living. 31% approve. Here's Mary Bruce.
Hello, Pennsylvania, and I'm thrilled to be back.
President Trump in Pennsylvania tonight to sell his economic policies and confront the #1 concern for voters, the rising cost of living. But in a new interview, the president refusing to acknowledge it's an issue.
I wonder what grade you would give
A+.
your economy. A+.
Yeah, A++++++.
Most polls show voters don't agree. In a new Reuters Ipsos poll out today, 56% disapprove of how Trump is handling the cost of living. Just 31% approve. The president himself has acknowledged he won in large part because he promised to bring down prices on day one. But he now calls the issue of affordability a, quote, Democrat hoax.
You're getting lower prices, bigger paychecks. We're getting inflation. We're crushing it. And you're getting much higher wages. I mean, the only thing that's really going up big, it's called the stock market and your 401ks. It's going up.
The price of groceries is up from a year ago, including products impacted by Trump's tariffs. Coffee up 41%, sirloin steak 20%, frozen orange juice 12%. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro says Trump can't deny reality.
Folks can't unsee what they see when they go to the grocery store, which is that beef and OJ and bread and the normal staples that they need in their homes, those prices have dramatically increased on Donald Trump's watch.
The president's speech here tonight, we're told, is just the first of many to come as he turns his focus to the economy ahead of the midterms. David.
Mary Bruce live in Pennsylvania. Thank you, Mary. Tonight, growing pressure involving that controversial second and deadly strike on that alleged drug boat. Even some Republicans tonight now calling on the president and the Pentagon to release the video. Here's Martha Raddatz.
Tonight, top national security officials, including Secretary Pete Hegseth, huddling behind closed doors for a classified briefing on Capitol Hill on that controversial and deadly second strike on a suspected drug boat that killed 2 survivors. Growing calls, even from Republicans, to release the video of that strike.
We got to get any videos that do not in any way compromise mission integrity down there. Just get the stuff out there. I just think we have to be as transparent as possible.
President Trump, who first said he would support the release of the video, now says it's up to Pete Hegseth. The president acknowledging he has seen the video of the second deadly strike.
Have you watched the
He
video?
was stopping. I watched everything, yeah. I watch everything. I see a lot of things.
And do you believe that that second strike was necessary?
Well, it looked like they were trying to turn back over the boat, but I don't get involved in that. That's up to them.
And David, the question tonight, we've seen the first video. Will they ever release the video of the controversial second strike, as a growing number of Republicans are now demanding? David?
Martha Raddatz on this again tonight. Martha, thanks. When we come back, the famous Grammy-nominated opera singer who has been murdered tonight, stabbed to death in his home, and the family member now under arrest, what we've learned. Also just in, the former Olympian, now an FBI fugitive tonight. The FBI has just put out this new selfie. The reward now $15 million, what he's accused of. And our Made in America Christmas tonight, if you're looking for some heat with your eggs, your chicken, your tacos, we've got the answer right here. Also, what we found behind this garage door. And you're not going to believe what so many of you did after last night's report. You're going to love this one coming up here. Tonight, Grammy-nominated opera singer Jubilant Sykes has been stabbed to death. His son is now under arrest, accused of killing his father. Police say they were called to the Sykes home for a report of an assault on Monday. The opera singer was pronounced dead at the scene. No word on a possible motive tonight. This evening, the former Olympian, who is now an FBI fugitive, the FBI releasing a new photo tonight of the alleged drug trafficker and former Olympic snowboarder Ryan Wedding. The FBI believes this selfie of him in bed with a tattoo of a lion on his chest was taken in Mexico over the summer. The reward for his capture, now $15 million. When we come back, where they have just banned social media for everyone under 16. And our Made in America Christmas tonight, several great new ideas for you. And what's now happened after last night here? You have to see this. To the index of other news in Australia tonight, a social media ban for all children under 16, the first of its kind. Australia's Prime Minister tonight saying the ban is aimed at protecting children, supporting families. Social media companies calling the ban misguided. Back in the U.S., no winners. The Powerball jackpot is now worth $930 million. The drawing is tomorrow night. You could buy a lot of Made in America Christmas gifts. And speaking of, some great new ideas for you tonight and what you did after last night. This is big. Finally tonight here, our Made in America Christmas. We've heard from so many of you at home, and we've heard from Oprah, her favorite things, our Made in America, hopefully creating some American jobs for Christmas. Tonight, 14 years and counting, on the hunt for your one thing. And last night, one of our favorite viewers.
Hi, David Muir. It's that time of year. You're Made in America and my favorite things.
Oprah sending us to Ruby Rosa in New York City. I think we found it. Their famous sauces and pasta. Wow. I can see why it is what it is. The Ruby Rosa pasta sampler and marinara gift set. In the first hours after our report, more than 20,000 orders and counting. Remember what I told her? I think after Made in America, you might be creating a few more American jobs. All right. A high five to Oprah, too, for sending even more of her favorite things made in America.
From so many states across the U.S. of A.
And we went to find them. The Springs Fireplace Hot Sauce Trio gift set. So this is the Lauren and Greg?
This is the Lauren and Greg.
We're looking for the heat this Christmas. We need the heat. Their farm on Long Island, New York. Husband and wife Greg and Lauren Kessler growing peppers from all over the world, grown in America.
We have our tsuke, which is our everyday sauce. So this is a bright, fruity, tangy pepper.
They say perfect for eggs, chicken, tacos, if you want to bring the heat. That's amazing. Yeah. Then their ahi peach.
Roast chicken, fish tacos, veggie melts.
That's good. Their mango.
So this is our hottest sauce.
Okay, the hottest?
And our newest sauce.
That's really nice. And I loved Lauren's suggestion.
The secret weapon is a margarita.
A margarita. Music to my ears. Did somebody tell you that I love a spicy margarita?
No. But I'm glad.
The secret's out. And the secret's out on their hot sauce.
Made in America.
In Asheville, North Carolina.
Hi, David. Hi, Oprah. Come on in.
Neela Sturry taking us inside the Gourmet Chip Company. Potato chips, her specialty custom trio gift box. The black truffle herb.
The black truffle herb. So it has truffle spritz, it has sea salt, and it has rosemary and thyme.
The Italiano Modena garden herb.
It has tomato, Modena balsamic, and Italian herbs.
Smokehouse and cheddar.
This one tastes like beer cheese or bacon mac and cheese.
1,200 pounds of potatoes a day. More than 1,000 bags of chips every day, too. The potatoes from Wada Farms in Idaho Falls, Idaho.
Hey, David, this is Eric from Wada Farms along with Kevin Stanger. We wanted to say thank you for highlighting our great Idaho potatoes.
And we want to wish you and everyone in America a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year.
And from Las Vegas tonight.
Hi, David.
Husband and wife John Paul and Erica DeLuz and their invention.
Stingray Spot Remover.
Oprah discovered it backstage at a Broadway show. She had a bit of an emergency.
I had half a Snickers bar melted in my pants. It's the best stain removal I've ever seen.
Stingray Spot Remover to the rescue.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick demo for you. Some red wine on carpet.
Blotting the red wine, spraying it, gone. The white dress before and after. It turns out John Paul's dad came up with the remover's ingredients years ago. They're now making 4,600 bottles a day.
Made in America!
And finally, Marietta, Georgia.
Hi, David.
Kristen Dunning and her Gently soap.
Our mission was born to find relief from the eczema that I have battled since childhood.
On her grandparents' farm in Alabama as a girl, inspired to study medicinal plants in her college greenhouse, Gently soap was born. And since we first reported on her, listen to this.
Since you last saw me, I moved into a bigger headquarters in Athens, Georgia. Right now, especially in winter, when your dry skin flares up, our bars have been flying out the door.
Viewers helping her grow. And just since last night, that sauce, tens of thousands of orders, and that family we surprised.
I'm David Muir from ABC. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
I bet they're still savoring the flavor. So thank you, Oprah, for your favorite things, teaming up with our Made in America.
Let's spread some Made in America joy this holiday season.
We love that. 20,000 orders and counting for that sauce. Thank you to our viewers, and thank you, Oprah. We love it when you join forces with us. I'll see you right back here tomorrow night. Good night.
David Muir, the most watched newscast in America. And now, ABC's World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the third year in a row.